Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year, so help me out there and subscribe and let's get going, guys. So we had this new update, and it's fixed, right? It is Wednesday after all, and normally when we have Wednesday we have an it's fixed. It's not even called it's fixed, but still a lot of stuff. So let's go through with it and see the data mines as well and show a little bit on the game as well if we need to. So ground vehicles, laser warning sensors in random battles have been restored. I don't know, they removed that. First, I did not notice that, but still. Some bug fixes, as you see. This was a funny one. So yeah, they changed a little bit of the radar. So as you see, the Panzer S1, a bug has been fixed that prevented the radar from taking air-to-surface missiles and aircraft bombs. So, yeah, it's going to be very good right now. An issue where the search radar was unable to detect low-flying targets, even better. Incorrect display of the radar scanning cones angles has been fixed, even better, right? Scan time of the search radar in different modes has been adjusted. So, yeah, some changes over here, as you see. And then some changes to the TOR as well. Little changes like incorrect display of radar cone and the timing of the search radars. Flag red as well. Switching off the search radar. That's kind of weird, but yeah. IRST increased the range. ITO increased the range on IRST. The Tunguska, IRST increased the range. ADATS, the radar range of the Tunguska has been increased. Search radar scan cone angles have been increased from 15 to 20 degrees. IRST angles have been changed. LED IRST distance, okay. Autopilot has been improved. Missile dynamics adjusted. Sensitivity to the contact fields has been increased. So basically, a lot of fixes and basically not buffs, right? It's not a big buff, but the missiles are going to be not the Type 91 missile was going to be better, and overall the radars of all of these and IRSTs of all of these are going to be a little bit better than they were before. So very cool. I think it's a good addition. I mean, this I think it was a big thing. Even these bugs will be changing a little bit on the Panzer, but not too much as well, so pretty good. Laser warning sensors in random battles have been restored, okay. Distance of all radar warning systems have been increased to 2-3 times against radar and active missile seekers. We are going to show to you where this is, how this is changed in a bit. Gun lead indicator no longer works in TWS, that's good. It was very weird that it worked in TWS. And the indicator is now available from distance up to 1.5 kilometers. Some of the aircraft were like 800 meters, so that's very good. And target tracking is now smoother. I will test this in the game to see if it actually is working a little bit better. When the indicator is activated, its mode is now displayed as auto in the HUD, so pretty good. In order to make, this is a big change actually, I want to test this. So yeah, in order to make the flight characteristics of the missiles more authentic, their induced drag has been significantly increased. This results in an increasing energy drop in maneuvering, as well as low speed flight. Maximum fire range in the frontal hemisphere on crossing collision courses will be reduced. The efficiency of induced oscillations of enemy missiles by maneuvers in long range air combat will increase. So basically they are nerfing every single missile in the game, air-to-air missile. Basically it will have more induced drag, so more induced drag means less range. The missiles will lose their energy a little bit more. This might change a little bit, might change not, we're going to test it out. But the thing is, you have to think that Gaijin's engine or Gaijin's physics, they're not the exact same as real life. So they always will change these little things to make it more realistic. So it might be feeling just like a nerf, but if it's a problem that happens in real life, they need to continuously to just fix the game a little bit here and there to make it more realistic. This was the thing that I always talked about it with the R60, for example. The R60, when it was first added, it was a very strong missile. And eventually it was nerfed and getting more realistic. And now we have the R60 that we have right now. So everything like that can be changed for being better or worse. This might change in the future. It's not saying anything like this in here, but even something like this might change so much the energy department of these missiles that we might see even an increase on burn times and stuff. For example, the R-23 and 24s, they have a larger burn time in real life, but according to the guidance physics, it needs to be adjusted to be in a realistic department because it's not real life, right? So it has a different burn time. That's basically how they do it to make it a little bit more realistic. They use the base of numbers of performance, but they need to adjust small things to fit in the physics of the game, which are different from real life. So always think about that. So yeah, I wonder if something else is going to change in the upcoming weeks due to this. But we have to test it out to see if we can actually feel the difference in acceleration or anything like that, or especially in energy loss. Some changes in some aircraft here, nothing too crazy, I don't think. Yeah, more fuel. Yeah, nothing like really, really crazy. Naval, you can see it right here. I don't know too much about naval, so let me know in the comments if some of these are important or not. Some sounds for some MGs and some engines on the Merkava, for example. Interface, helicopter, radar, okay. There's some penetration consider. A distance penetration for ground vehicles in the protection area has been reduced to 2,000 meters. Previous armor penetration. Possibility of selecting a larger distance. Kind of weird, but okay. Other changes, momentary visual zooming of the MIS model when switching between similar sized. Okay, nothing too crazy. Bug, okay, just small bugs that have been fixed. Armor review, thermal sights have been fixed. Okay, yeah, good. Bug where yeah. And game freezes on Xbox Series X. So I think the biggest changes are the RWRs, and these for my type, these things here. And let's take a look on the data mines. So here we have the data mines made by Ajude and Zabi, right? So we have some things that we need to talk about it here. Here we have all the modifications of the ranges and radars and stuff for the AA systems. You can pause it and see it. I will not read everything because the video is already kind of too long. But yeah, all the changes that I was telling you guys about, I will leave these in the description. But the one thing that I wanted to show to you guys is, where is it? Removed, okay, here. SPO2 RWR used in the MiG-19S and the MiG-21 PFM. I never understood why the MiG-19P doesn't have these, but okay. So yeah, SPO2 RWR, 30 kilometers, so increase it. All of these, SPO10, for example, it's heavily used by a lot of aircraft like MiGs, as you see over here, a lot of the MiGs, and some of the other ones, as you see, so F-104s, J-7s, the Alia Q-73, they increased the range of the RWR to 50 kilometers. All of these RWRs, a lot of RWRs, as you see, use the A4s, F-14s, F-104s, Mirages, F-16s, like all of these aircraft, most of the NATO aircraft, 50 kilometers, like the 70s stuff, basically, right? Then the SPO-15, which is the Berioza, so the most modern RWR that we have in the Soviet Union, so 65 kilometers. And then we have the helicopters and some other a little bit more modern aircraft like the ADF, for example, that it's from the 90s, right? The Kafirs, which are very modern aircraft, the Mirage 2000, which is a very modern aircraft, and some of the helicopters and stuff, it was increased to 70 kilometers. So these are the ranges for these RWRs, which means that if a target is now locking you, for example, at a range of 65 kilometers in the Yak-41, you will notice that instead of having to wait until 45. which is a very good thing. It makes it so that it's a lot easier to actually know if something is being shooting at you or not. I think that this will make our BVR a little bit harder if you're trying to do BVR, but not by much. People still try to launch missiles and stuff. And then we have the other stuff here. But let's get to the game. I want to test some of the stuff. So here we are in the game. I want to test first the lead indicator. So let's get a proper lock to see how it works. It should work from 1.5 kilometers. So as you see, nothing happening right now. Let's see if it's working. I'm going to lose lock, as always. Then it's working, right? See? That's weird. Yeah, it's working a little bit better, you see? A lot more smoothness than it was before, I think. So, yeah, that's actually pretty good. It's not perfect yet. You will have to just hold your, your trigger a little bit, because that's how these things work, right? So, yeah, but it feels a lot better than it was. Before it was jumping all around. So now you see how a little bit more, smooth it is just. And it's working from a lower distance than 1.5 kilometers. I think it depends on the aircraft, maybe. As you see on the left side of the HUD there on the cannon, it is auto. So yeah, it changes to auto. So basically it's automatically just giving you the lead for the shot. And also let's test the missiles to see if we can see any difference. Let's see. I mean, I don't know, man. It feels like I have to properly test it. I will test a little bit and see if we can actually, feel the difference in a normal match. And if we do, I will come and make another video for you guys. I don't know. It's just too short of a range to actually have a proper thought about it, I think. It's just not really a thing, I know. I just don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for these short range missiles. But I don't know. Maybe I will test it out, and if I do feel a lot of difference, I will make another video just talking about that. But for now, this was it. Some fairly good changes. I think it was a very good, it's fixed, right? So yeah, pretty good. But yeah, guys, this is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and leave it in the comments what you think about these changes, especially the radars on the EA systems and the lead indicator. I think they're good changes if it makes the game a little bit more realistic. So yeah, very cool. I see you guys on the next one, and bye guys. See you.